Chat. I've talked about this before, but I kind of want to talk about what is the best thing about chapter 1 so far, right? So we got the quests. We got a lot of good stuff with chapter 1. We got this whole quest thing. Like, this screen looks pretty professional. Like, this looks... It's weird saying that, but I've seen this game for the past 2 years, and I've seen it gone from alpha or pre-alpha into this. So like seeing this in Spellbreak where it looks like legit is really cool. So we got the whole chapter system battle pass thing. That's cool. We got quests out of it. We got the huge Bogmore update, which is by far the best part of the map, and they just keep upping their game like crazy. So that's just a look into the future at like how cool this map is gonna get. So that's cool as well. But the coolest thing that I think comes out of this is part of the chapter system and how it progresses kind of slowly and how they're gonna add things in. I think the devs were talking about how the map is gonna like slowly change over time throughout this chapter. So it's not just gonna be like huge changes. I think it's gonna be like small bits and pieces change as we go throughout the chapter. But then somebody pointed this out to me. This is the launch trailer. So if you go to... I'll show you the map updates if you guys haven't seen the map updates yet. This is what Bogmore looks like. Like legit magical. This is what we all wanted, was for Spellbreak to feel more magical, and I definitely think Bogmore brought that into the game. But here's this evolving gameplay. This is what I'm excited about. This is what the chapter system like progressing is gonna bring us, and this is why I'm like so excited for the future, is because of stuff like this. Like, look, we got rifts in the storm, which we've seen before, and they take you into the air and teleport you back into zone. But then these things, we've never seen these before. Look at these. Watch this. It's basically like a feather fall. It works like an air vent throughout the coming out of the rift. I'm gonna replay it. But look, as he goes through it, it like disappears and then lifts him into the air. It's not in there anymore. So now it looks like you can fall back into the rift. And then he hits this little 180 snipe there. So stuff like that is gonna be getting added throughout this whole chapter, and I think we're gonna get new stuff that's pretty like impactful frequently here. So like when I say frequently, I mean like hopefully I'm thinking every week, since the quests are weekly. I think we're gonna get an updated part of the map. I'm going into a solo. I'm gonna run a Frostborn solo. Got to queue up with Andy yesterday, and he let me know that they have gotten a lot coming for the future. They're already working hard and have gotten far on chapter 2 already, and even chapter 3. Yeah, they're always like really far ahead. Oh, we didn't get a Bogmore drop. That sucks. Let's drop into Bogmore, just for those who haven't seen it. Hopefully we get some big changes. I'm thinking that, like, because the whole, what do they call it? The dread curtain? Since that thing's, like, broken, I think this is the dread curtain, is this wall right here. This, like, wall on the edge. That's keeping out the fog. So I'm thinking this might, like, slowly spread into the rest of the map or something. Because we have this, like, super intense fog in here. So I think that would be pretty cool. But what I'm really excited is like the gameplay affecting stuff. Honestly, that's going to be really cool. Oh, I'll hit a shot eventually. I end up not being able to hit a shot now that I'm recording. Oh no, oh no. It's kind of hard to tell where the edge of the sorcery is for the new frost animation. I'm interested to see if the rifts stay for the whole thing, like the entire rest of the season, which I hope they do, or if they're just a quest where they show up only if you have that quest available. I really hope that it's something that's like permanent or at least season long, because that would be cool. And then the stuff coming out of the fractures as well. I feel like they have some other stuff up their sleeve that they're going to be dropping in as this story like unfolds. But I mean, the reason I landed at Bogmore was because I wanted to kind of discuss the map changes. Like, look how cool this area is. that you can do. It's just like so vertical, which is pretty awesome. You can go like all the way up to the top. There's so many different like spots for you to be. But what I wanted to show was these floating rocks that we finally got. I was playing Tempest the other day. And by the other day, I mean yesterday. And I was playing in this area, and I was in like there's 3 teams in this area fighting. And I was just wind jumping from floating rock to floating rock, and it was one of the funnest fights I've ever had in Spellbreak. So if they can add more stuff like this that makes the map feel more magical, I think that's going to be awesome. And I think they're going to. I mean, they already did this, so why can't they do more of stuff like this? I really like getting involved in the whole like story aspect of the game. Like, I'm not one to like read lore, but that's one of the coolest things about Fortnite is that how they have like the big world events and their map changes over time, and it's like all these things are affecting it, and you get like kind of enveloped in the universe. And I think with this you can do even better than Fortnite, because Fortnite's kind of just like very random and like goofy, whereas I feel like you can get into a really cool story that's like in depth in this without even having to like go in and read the lore. I landed far out, so we're not gonna really find that many people. I do have a good setup. I just need a better amulet. Hopefully getting some fights here. But I really like the speculation that like brings into the game, right? Like, imagine like at one point this turns into like some type of volcano or something. Like this top opens up and then it's like a giant volcano, and if you jump over it you get like lifted in the air, or it buffs your fire, or it like combines with different elements, and it's just kind of like a permanent thing that's there. And I think they could even go into having aspects of instead of doing like mana vaults, they can do like mobs that spawn that are kind of stationary throughout, basically where like a mana vault would spawn, right? And then you have to go and fight them, and they drop specific loot. There's people fighting right here. It is unfortunate for both of you. Oh, that was really weird. Threw me off. Oh, I am just not hitting anything. You're dead. You're dead. Where'd this guy go? He triple shot, or triple spring stepped away. I lost him. No. This dude was all messed up. But I guess the point that I'm making is, like, we got this chapter, right? And with normal patches in this game, what would happen is you'd get the patch, you'd read the patch notes, and then it's like, oh, this is cool, these are all the changes. And then it's just kind of over, right? Like, you're just done. And then you have to wait 6 weeks until the next patch that has nothing to do with really anything. And it's just like, balance changes, this thing got added, this got... this, we messed around with this. And then now there's kind of like a reason behind what they're doing, and they can like unfold it more more slowly, I guess. Instead of just making like one big patch that comes out, right? They're gonna have things that they can slowly mess around with and slowly change as the game goes on, and it's going to be a constant, like every week something new is going to happen. So this that's like the best thing about chapter 1, is that it doesn't feel over now that we actually have the patch. There's only 7 people left in this game. This is a really slow game. Unfortunate. Let me get my my talk out, but almost no action. You do want action. Stop into the stream. Down in the description. I hear him. He juked me. Nice. Wind has felt really strong this patch, where it hasn't really in any of the previous patches for a long time. And I'm curious if that's because of the squall buffs, or if just more people are using it and I haven't noticed it before. But I've definitely had times where I just get shredded by wind. Because that guy did a lot of damage, and I don't think he was using fervor. He was attacking pretty slowly with it. Whereas if you throw like fervor on it, you get blown up. See if we can find some more people. There's only 5 other people left. What's another really awesome thing is like games like this are becoming less and less common because of the marketing. I'm sure a lot of people watching this video know, but Proletariat's doing a big wave of marketing where they've hired a bunch of streamers to try the game. And so Spellbreak has had a lot more viewership, a lot more player base, and I think the chapter might be enough to keep people around. Whereas before, people didn't really have a reason to stay and play. This guy's gonna be a threat, I can feel it already. Anybody who wears this skin is just like... kind of a threat. A lot of people using lightning, even though it got nerfed. Did he strike himself there? No, you don't. I was worried for a second. Thought that guy was just gonna like psych me out and blow me up with his lightning. Yeah, I think a lot more people are gonna stay around though. Not like the chapter gives people a big reason to play, which is the best thing in my opinion. You need to give people a reason other than just like wanting to get better at the game, which comes with like the battle pass and then wanting to see what happens with the lore. Pretty sure somebody shot at me. But then they also added balance changes, which like a lot of the new players were complaining about stone. Okay, speak of the devil. A lot of the new players were complaining about stone, and stone got a nerf. A lot of people were complaining about lightning. Lightning got a nerf. A lot of the stuff that was rough and in full release is a lot more cleaned up now. Oh, I'm just whiffing all of these shots. Don't want to be here. I juked him with that sorcery cancel. That's something new too. I made a TikTok, guys. And I put out like a bunch of like really short guides on how to do things like sorcery canceling on the TikTok. Don't want to be here. So the last guy is this stone guy. He's up on the roof out there. I see him. Oh, I almost hit that. Oh, that was like, why can't I pick this up? Because your inventory is full, stupid. This is not where I want to fight him. I did get the first shot off, but definitely don't want to be in a field against stone. Can turn this around really quickly. I keep accidentally releasing my buttons. Nope. Make it. Bait him, bait him, bait him. Bop. Bop. I feel like this game is in like the best spot it's ever been as far as new player experience. I'm really struggling with hitting this guy. There we go. GG. If you guys enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think is the your favorite thing about the new patch. Appreciate you guys watching. Check out the stream. Catch you guys next time. Bye.